guys? Austin the Money here. Another weekly recap. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this week I mainly played Amazon with some sold puts and my in the money covered call strategy. Let's go over here and go into. So if you guys see my last video, I had I think I had 43 of these contracts. All right, 24 expired worthless, and the other 19, it assigned me shares basically. And since I had a $1.03 credit, it lowered my 25.5 to 24.47 average price. And on Sunday night, when the overnight markets opened, SoFi was almost $3 higher than what this average cost says. So I immediately sold. I was not going to get greedy. It says 5,500, but I still put my original cost basis at 25.50. So 25.50 to 27.40 is $1.90 a share, and I did 1,900 shares. So I made roughly 3,700 ish and some change, because that other like $1,900 I put on my. I basically just said all of them expired worthless. So that's that. So that was my main gain for the week. I mean, this was already like $3,600 for the week, and that was amazing. So that was great. And as you can see on the spreadsheet, we did a lot of calls this week. Not for too much profit, but we're just nickel and diamond, nickel and diamond some contracts. I did buy the dip on Ethereum when the market crashed last Friday, and I pretty much sold on, I think, Saturday or Sunday. I think Sunday, and made $119. I just bought one Ethereum. I should have went more into it, to be honest. But yeah, so that was a quick little trade. Tesla calls 40 here, 45 here. I pretty much just added those together, so it would only take up one line on my spreadsheet for $85. Amazon, this was a cash secured put. Sold for 93, bought them back for 50, so we got $301 for that, which is right here. And we did a meta call here for 20, another meta call for 70. So I combined those two, and okay, 160. So I must have done another call somewhere. Or did I completely miss the 20 call? Hold on, am I tripping right now? I got 160 for meta, and that's a put. Oh yeah, maybe I just left out this $20. I think because I made another $90 on meta here, and 70, which is 160. So I guess I should have put that to 180, because I had another call here. I made another 100 on Tesla, 120 AMD. That breakout was so good. I could have made a lot more in AMD, but I closed early because I do not like to see these trades go to red. And honestly, $100 in one trade is very, very okay with me, considering my main strategy is selling options. So I try not to get too greedy on like buying options and letting them ride out. 191 on Tesla, 90 on Meta, another 120 on AMD, 20 on Tesla, 60 on Microsoft, and here's some more cash secure puts. So I basically rolled them, right? Sold them for 93, bought them back for 50, and then I sold one strike higher for 79, and we bought them back for 40, as you can see here. So that was a nice play there. And when I bought these back, what did I do? Did I sell more? Hold on. Oh, made some money on NVIDIA calls as well. And so I did this trade. I bought Amazon at 220, sold the 215s because Amazon had a really strong support at 215, 216. I was like, all right, let's sell this. So Amazon actually fell through everything. So I closed this for a $2,300 profit. And then I sold another. I basically rolled it out, 215 to the next week. Made 180 on that, closed it out. And then I basically decided to pay a debit to roll it down because I did want to get out of the shares. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just close it all out. So we closed it for a loss, and I decided to sell Meta puts, which would have been, I sold these. I think I sold these on I think I sold them on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, and closed them on Friday. I was trying to collect a very easy $700. And I could have if I let them expire, but I was a little nervous, like an hour to close, so I bought them back for $115 each, which was still a nice $470 basically in a day, which was amazing. So yeah, we decided to just get out of Amazon. All right, it lost a really strong support, and I prefer to be in Meta right now over Amazon. So I decided to take a small loss on Amazon. So basically, you see some red here on Amazon, right? Minus 27, minus 132, minus 156, roughly 3,000. But then I made 23.50, 25. And so yeah, it was about like what $400 loss, maybe $500 loss, somewhere in there. So I am not going to trade Amazon for 31 days because I want to basically take this loss onto my taxes, so that way I don't have to pay an extra taxes on an extra $2,700. So not trading SoFi or Amazon for 31 days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are at new all-time highs on the portfolio. We are at 184,800, and these are my trades for next week. I pretty much went all in on Meta. I bought 100 shares, sold an out of the money covered call because I think Meta is going to go up, and also Meta has earnings. Well, I guess if I actually viewed Meta, it would show. Yeah, Meta's trading at right under a 26 PE ratio, which I love. Also, where is it at? There it is. Earnings on the 29th. All right, so in about 10 days from today, Meta has earnings, and if you can see, they crush earnings every single time. And not only do they crush, they crush by like a dollar above the estimates. So wouldn't be surprised to see this come in at like $7.50 or whatever. All right, so, and I think Meta's going to crush earnings. I did make a bet 3 months ago that Meta would crush earnings, and it did. It went from $6.95 to $7.73. It was an $80 jump, or like 11% jump. So I'm kind of expecting a very similar setup. We're trading right around the same, 717. We're trading at 716. I think we're going to see a nice move up, just like we did last earnings. This is not financial advice. This is just the trades I'm doing. And once this expires this week, or if I buy it back, I'm going to basically buy 300 shares of Meta for earnings week. And I'm not going to sell cover calls. I'm going to let it ride. So really cross my fingers that Meta stock jumps, 10% or more on earnings day, because I will have 300 shares that are not covered. So hopefully that could be a fat day for me, or a fat loss. But if it is a loss, I'm going to just ride out the shares pretty much. Sell covered calls, wait for the stock to rebound. And yeah, I don't think Meta's going anywhere. Also, the tariffs do not affect Meta. Even if they do have Chinese advertisements, that's probably less than 1% of their revenue. And it's really not going to hurt Meta. If anything, it's going to hurt Amazon way more than it would hurt Meta. So and Meta's cheaper than the NASDAQ and S&P 500. So it's pretty much why I like Meta right now. And that's how you can trade earnings. So I can go over like the best ways to trade earnings. Buying calls is not the best way, or buying puts. You can get lucky if the expected move is 8% on a stock and it only moves 8% on earnings, you're not going to make any money from your cover calls. And if you do, it's going to be very, very little if you're lucky. But if the expected move is 8% and the stock actually moves 12%, then that's where you can start making money. But it gets really tricky, and there's no way to predict exactly how much a stock is going to move, unless you're an insider and you have they're about to drop some crazy news or something like that. But the best way, honestly, is to either buy shares of the company or you could buy leveraged shares, which I think Meta has leveraged shares somewhere. Right here. So if you're super bullish on Meta, you could buy the 2x shares, all right? And Meta has dipped, right? So if Meta goes up 10% on earnings, this will go up 20%, give or take. But that is the best way to play earnings. It's just leverage shares. Or if you're bearish, then you could, you maybe do bearish 2 times shares, whatever. But that is a little too risky. If I'm going to go all in, I don't want to do leverage. If I did leverage, it would probably be like a really small percentage of my portfolio, maybe like 5%, 10% max, but probably like more closer to 5%. But I'm just going to do regular shares because I honestly would not mind holding Meta for the long term. I think they're an amazing company, still growing very fast. And they haven't gone too much. I know they're up 21% year to date. But like if you go from like here, February, they haven't done nothing since basically mid-February. So it's been 8 months and their stock hasn't gone anywhere. We have hit 790. We've hit 780 over here. And I think honestly, I think we're on the road back there. And they're giving this thing an 850 price target, which honestly, I don't really look at this too much, but I do agree that this is easily an $800 plus stock. And I think this earnings is going to be where to put it. So here, I'll just punch in Meta and Meta. I did 2 puts and 100 shares of covered call. So that is, this is where we're at for next week so far. And this is just if I bought it back for $0, aka let it expire. If I do buy it back, then I will change this out and put whatever I buy it back for. But yeah, so far October is absolutely killing it. We are up almost $23,000 for the month of October, or almost 14%. So absolutely killing it. Super happy with this month. And honestly, if we could end this month with a bang on Meta earnings, that would be even crazier. But yeah, that's that. And let's go over to the Roth. The Roth has been kind of crazy, I guess, lately. We were up to 4,500 and now we're down to 4,200. Long story short, I basically just went all in on SoFi shares. I mean, basically. I bought 158 shares and I am selling covered calls on those shares. I have a 29 covered call. It's up 46%. I'm trying to sell it. I would honestly, since I'm not going to be able to touch this account for 30 years, I want to ride SoFi at least to like 100 billion market cap, or like that $75 to $100 mark. So I'm just going to go all in on SoFi right now and sell covered calls and then use the premium from the covered calls to buy more. And if I end up having to roll my calls out, then I'm just going to keep rolling them out because, no taxes in this. So that's, rolling's not a big deal. But yeah, my plan is pretty much to go all in on SoFi on this portfolio. I have decided, because trading in 2 portfolios is a little bit difficult. But yeah, I need to still put in another, I think, $4,000 to max this thing out, which I will do this year sometime. But yeah, guys, if Meta earnings plays out, this could very well hit $200,000, and that would be freaking crazy. Yeah, this month has been insane in the membrane. But we are at 39% year to date, which again is insane to me. I had no idea I was going to be able to do this crazy good of a year. But yeah, let's we might as well go for 200,000 now. My goal was 175 to 180, and yeah, we're aiming for 200,000 now. I guess we're gonna have to raise the bar. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and Peace.